Should you read this book, MSP Marketing Start Here by a gentleman named Paul Green? I'm going to give you my thoughts on the book, what you could take away from it, and truly just tell you if it's worth you spending the time, energy, effort, and money to actually read the book. And I'm going to give you kind of my insights on the book, what I think you should probably take away from it, but ultimately you can make your own decision. There will also be a link down below for the book if you do want to go read it yourself. How are you doing? My name is Harrison Marin from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs grow, whether it's sales training, marketing training, or even some business operations. Before I get into today's video, I do want to have you go over to growth-generators.com. And you could check out a bunch of different areas. We have our programs, resources, the Discord with over 1,100 plus members. We have podcasts, which we only do podcast exclusive episodes on the actual podcast itself, but also we have the link to the YouTube channel, we have blogs, and a bunch of free resources for you to grow your business, whether you're struggling with marketing, sales, even some operation stuff in there. You will find free tools, you'll find tools that we like, all in their growth-generators.com/resources. So let me tell you a little bit about Paul Green's book. Now, I had the good fortune of recording this video twice, this being the second time because I recorded the entire thing outside. I was like, "Oh, you know what? I'll break up the day. I'll get the camera outside." And the whole thing came out blurry because it was way too bright and I couldn't quite adjust the camera. So I already recorded this video once, but I thought it was worth recording it again. Now, cool thing is I've been fortunate enough to meet Paul Green, and that's actually, this will be so much clearer, but that's what he looks like, right? Super, super swell guy at ScaleCon, which is why I'm wearing this shirt today. And truth be told, when I first saw his stuff, I'm like, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel organic. Doesn't feel natural. Something was a little strange with it. And him and I had a really, really good conversation. He's the nicest guy in the world. Truly, it was an honor to actually meet him. He's super, super smart. Knows exactly what he's talking about. And it's pretty funny. A lot of the tips and things that I gave him, he's been able to apply them directly to his YouTube channel as well. So just want to give you guys a little bit of background on that. Now, the reason why I have two books is one of these books is actually signed and the other book is not signed. Paul was nice enough to send me, this is, I believe, the non-signed one. And Paul was nice enough to send me, hey, look at that. And he might have worse handwriting than me, but Paul, I still love you, buddy. But it was cool. As soon as I saw that he dropped a new book, I went out, I bought it, and it's only about 60-ish pages to read. It took me about 2 sessions. I was at a baseball practice for my foster child and read some of the book, and then this morning I had a nice cup of coffee and finished the book. So overall, what I would say is it's a very, very easy read. It's very much conversational. It feels like you're kind of chatting directly with Paul. And the content is quite good. I would say if you're an MSP struggling to market and you haven't found the resources on our YouTube channel, then definitely go check out this book. If you have some time, it's probably about an hour long-ish read. It's, like I said, about 60 pages. Not the pages aren't crammed with words or anything like that. And I only say that because I'm not a reader. I love crushing audiobooks. I read a lot of books, but they're usually in audio format because I could take it in the car, wherever I'm going, and it makes life a lot easier. And if you do want to get the book, by the way, I will leave a link down below so you can go grab it. But overall, I would say it's a good book. Now, here's my critical feedback on the actual book itself. This book is very top level. It doesn't go super, super deep, but there are some clear instructions on what you need to do and how you need to do it to truly be successful when it comes to actually implementing this book. Now, this book is very much geared towards MSPs that are a little bit more established. So in here, he talks a lot about delegating and automating. So automating is great. You guys already know I love Go High Level. There will be a link down below if you'd like to check out Go High Level. But you can automate a lot of stuff in there. But the one thing he talks about is delegating. And I firmly believe that you, as the MSP business owner, can pick up the phone and call your leads. He talks also about spending about 90 minutes per day on marketing activities because you do need, and I do agree with him on this, you need a steady flow of new leads to come in to help build the business. Without that steady flow of new leads that want to do business with you and your MSP, you don't really have a business. You can't rely on referrals to grow the business. And he actually talks about that specifically in the book as well. But it's something that I also believe. Referrals, I look at as cherries on top. They're really, really cool to have, and they're just possibly some of the best parts of it, but they're not consistent. You can't build a business on consistent referrals. Even if you have an incredible referral program, it's still not a real lead source that you can consistently count on month after month, year after year for new business coming in. In fact, that's usually one of the things that I hear, especially from established MSPs. Hey, we haven't gotten a referral in a long time. We've kind of stagnated, and even worse, we're losing clients slowly and not adding more to the business, which is causing us to not grow. It's something I hear quite literally all the time. So he talks about his strategy, his three-step process, and it's very heavy focused on LinkedIn. You can use LinkedIn to get leads. I've talked about it here. I have tons of training in on the YouTube, but also in the MSP Heroes program. But YouTube is a huge source. You also need a little bit of a team because what he asks for, I think you could do it as a solo or startup MSP, but it would definitely help if you had a couple people kind of in the backseat to help you run the business so you can work on the business instead of working in the business. And there's very much a big difference between that. Working on the business is creating the marketing material, talking to potentially new customers, building automations, things that don't require you to sit there at a desk for a certain amount of time or period of time. And then you have working in the business, which is doing the busy work. For MSPs, it's fixing computers, setting up networks, monitoring, all of that. But then there's working on the business, right? Finding strategic hires. Where is their vulnerabilities? Checking on your competitors to see where you could probably penetrate the market better than they are, right? That's working on the business. And there's a whole stack of in and on the business that you can focus on. But for his book specifically, it would definitely help if you have some employees that you can delegate tasks to help allow you to do the marketing. He also talks about potentially getting a caller involved, somebody who and I'll let you find out the nitty-gritty details in the book, but somebody who can call for you because unfortunately cell phones apparently when you have to call for sales, they weigh 1,000,001 pounds. It's okay. I firmly believe that you watching this video could probably make the sales calls yourself. Truly, right? But overall, if you're looking for a marketing strategy that's fairly simple to follow, it is a good book. Paul, great book, great read. Thank you so much for sending it to me. I now have two copies because I did buy them beforehand, and feel free to grab a screenshot if you want to promote your own book, Paul. But I appreciate the heck out of you guys. And Paul has his own YouTube channel. He talks a lot more about specifically, I shouldn't even say specifically, only MSP marketing. That's all he talks about is MSP marketing. But you can see here, I'll post his YouTube down below, so you can go check it out as well. He's just a super swell guy. He has a really popular podcast as well. I'm unbelievably fortunate to have met him at ScaleCon, and hopefully I get to see him again at ScaleCon this year as well. And hopefully we'll both be sharing the stage at some point. That would be pretty sweet. So, should you get the book? Yes. Truly, I think it's a good read. I'm impressed with the ease of read because I'm not somebody that likes to pick up books and read. Most of my books are for show. I've already read them. I just buy the physical book because I like to have it and maybe skim through some pages. But this one I can confidently say I've read cover to cover. It's a great book and give it a read if you're looking for another avenue for marketing. And that's really it. That's all I got for you. Paul, thank you so much for sending it over to me. Appreciate the heck out of you guys. I trust every one of you MSPs to go out there, spend some time marketing, building your business. I'm super excited for those of you that comment on the videos, that jump in the Discord, that ping me, that hang out in the MSP Heroes membership. I love every single one of you guys, even if you're just viewing the channel. Hope I've earned a like button, a subscribe button, notification bell. Go give Paul a subscribe button and maybe even a notification bell. And if you watch a couple videos, maybe a like too. Love the heck out of you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.